I'm back with another live, man. We finna get it. Let's go, man. First of all, y'all hit that. Y'all subscribe to my Instagram. Y'all follow my Instagram. I can barely talk, y'all. Y'all follow my Instagram, cole.manxx. This is my Instagram. All right, y'all. So follow that, and we about to get to it. All right. 10 signs you lack self-love, man. It's a lot of people out here, they lacking self-love, and I just want to warn you about it and tell you that how you can correct those decisions at the end of the video. All right, guys. So number 10, guys, signs you lack self-love. Number one, you stay in. First of all, y'all hit that like button, y'all, that share button, y'all subscribe to the channel, and also two guys, donate, don't hate, guys. All right, we ain't doing no hating. All right, all this year and forever, we ain't doing no more hating. All right, guys. So number one, you stay in toxic relationships. This is another sign that you. This is a sign that you lack self-love, guys. When you stay in toxic relationship, guys, that's a big sign that you don't truly know your worth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they use this excuse. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to more than one female. They use this excuse is, well, I've been with him for so long, I might as well stay with him. That's no excuse to be in a toxic relationship where your man is cheating on you, or if you're a man, you've been in a toxic relationship with a woman that's cheating on you, or doing slick stuff behind your back, or lying to you, manipulating you, all this type of stuff. What if you're a man or a woman? You know what I'm saying? This is a sign that you lack self-love, guys. You know what I'm saying? You need to leave that relationship because, guys, it ain't that much love in the world. To stay in a toxic relationship, it's people out here that really want to love you. You know what I'm saying? That'll love you way better. Like, for an example, if they don't love you properly, somebody else will do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta look at life like that. Like, there's somebody else out there that's for me that'll love me properly. It's somebody else out there for me that'll be honest with me. There's somebody else out there for me that got a connection with God, like I got a connection with God. There's somebody else out there for me that got a good spirit. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody else out there that's for me, that God got for me, that got, the spirit of God. There's somebody else out there for you, guys. So it ain't no point of staying in a toxic relationship, guys. I know a lot of y'all get emotionally attached to these toxic relationships because a lot of y'all like drama. Unconsciously, you like drama emotionally, but mentally you don't like it, right? It's taking a toll on your mind. It's making you stressed, right? But emotionally, a lot of y'all like drama. Y'all like entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And y'all like going through emotional roller coasters and all that type of stuff. Me personally, I ain't got time for that, man. I only got one life to live, and I'ma live it, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'ma live it, the best way I can. All right, guys. So you guys gotta understand this, man. All right. Stay out of these toxic relationships. This is a sign that you lack self-love if you stay in a toxic relationship. Number two, you settle for less. This is another sign that you lack self-love, guys. When you settle for less, man. Like me, like my dad, my parents, they Christian people, you know what I'm saying? We go to church and stuff like that. We go to church and we have jobs. But, the job that I have and stuff like that, and the jobs that, my parents have and stuff like that, it's not generating that much. So I'm thinking, man, I need to tap into my purpose. So I tap into my purpose. I say, you know what? I'm gonna do YouTube, man. Long term, God gonna give me an overflow. God is going to bless me. And no, I'm not just doing this for the money, but I'm just saying, God got a bigger plan for your life. Than working a regular job and just going to church or working a regular job and that's it. Like me, guys, I can't settle for less, guys. I started settling for less at the age of, like, I think 20 or 21. First I started doing reaction videos, and then after that, they took my channel, then I had to start a new channel, and then now I'm doing this. But guys, man, when you selling it for less, guys, that's a sign that you don't know your worth. You know what I'm saying? Me, like I said, I can't settle for less. I don't want to survive. I want to live my life. I want to be able to go out the country whenever I want to go out the country. I want to be able to live where I want to live. I want to be able to live comfortable too. Not worrying about bills. None of that type of stuff, guys. But you got to do more. You have to do more. And you got to make wise decisions. You got to find your purpose into something that is generating money, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's all about money, right? Because like I said, I've been doing YouTube for 4 years, right? And my channel still haven't hit. And I got over 1,400 videos. It ain't all about money. It's about me loving what I love first. You know what I'm saying? And then God, the money, God is just, he'll give you an overflow when it's your turn, when it's your time. You know what I'm saying? You just got to wait your turn. Kiki, what's up? What's up in the chat? But this is a sign that you lack self-love, guys, when you settle for less. Stop settling for less, guys, and go for the best. You know what I'm saying? If you living in fear, guys, you're going to settle for less. You know what I'm saying? If you're not taking risks, if you're not taking chances, you're going to settle for less. Like my brain, you know, if I see an opportunity and, you know, I like it, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving forward. I'm not going to settle for less, guys. All right, guys? So stop settling for less. And if you are settling for less, this is like a self-love. All right, guys? Right. That's true. Number 3, another sign you lack self-love. You too hard on yourself. Guys, I ain't going to sit up here and lie, man. I'm too hard on myself in a good way. I don't think this always necessarily mean that you lack self-love, but this could mean that you lack self-love. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to find that self-love by going harder. You know what I'm saying? Hope your day was good. Yeah, my day was good, Kiki. Hope your day was good. But it could be a sign that you do lack self-love. Like if you're really too hard on yourself and you're doing, let's say for an example, you negative self-talking, that means that you lacking self-love. If you're too hard on yourself like that, in that perspective, you know what I'm saying? You can't be negative down to yourself and stuff like that. That's a lack of self-love. But if you hard on yourself as far as like, man, I need to do better, and you taking chances and all that type of stuff, and you expanding your knowledge, and you're not sitting and waiting for a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Because God is not gonna give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? The only thing God can give you, guys, well, God will give you something. The only thing God can give you is another day. You know, He'll allow you to see another day. After that, it's up to you to make the right decisions to grow or not. All right, guys? God's not going to make you grow because faith without works is dead. All right, guys? So this is a sign that you lack self-love, guys. Too hard on yourself. Negative self-talk. All right, guys? Number 4, you lack confidence. This is another sign that you lack self-love. You lack confidence. You know you want to, let's say if you're a man or a woman, you know you want to talk to somebody, you see them, you know, they look real good, and you just real nervous, and you afraid to talk to them. That's a lack of self-confidence, man. Lack of self-love. You know what I'm saying? You know, you want that person, but you are too afraid to talk to them because you lacking self-love. You know what I'm saying? Guys, man, step up to the plate, man. Whoever you want, you know, God got that person out there for you. Right? I have to journal that, right? I have a journal that write affirmations to help me because I'm on a self-love journey. Yeah, we all on a self-love journey. But it's a lot of people they get stagnant. They limit their self-love. See, it's people that get a regular job, right, and make low income, and that's their self-love, right? You know, they leveled up a little bit, but they didn't level up a lot, right? They didn't really like get the full experience of self-love, right? And there's people out there they leveling up. They're not selling it for $100,000 a year. They're not selling for $500,000 a year. They just leveling up. They creating multiple legal businesses and just growing. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to see how much they can grow. You know what I'm saying? Now that's the full experience, right? But guys, man, when you lacking self-confidence, man, this is a lack of self-love. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people out here, they lacking confidence. Now, if you want to increase your confidence, go to the gym to increase your confidence, or you can eat more healthier, you know, and, you know, as far as your mental and create more confidence. Or, you know, like I said, you can just practice positive affirmations, saying stuff to yourself. I can do this, or I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Or watch me do this. Oh, you saying I can't do it? Oh, I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Saying positive affirmation and putting it into work, taking action. All right, guys. But this will boost up your confidence, guys. Taking action. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, let's say if you have goals, right? Start with the small goals first before you get to the big goals, right? And then once you complete those small goals, your confidence is going to increase. Your self-love going to increase. You're like, man, I just got that degree. I'm going to go for another one. I think I can do another one. You know, your confidence is going to increase. Oh, I remember when I used to make 20K a year or 25K a year or 30K a year. Now, I got my small business on the side. It's make me a little bit more. Man, I'm going to go hard at that so I can make more. You know what I'm saying? That will increase your confidence. All right, guys. Number 5, guys. Another sign you lack self-love. Or this will increase your confidence. My bad. I'm going to go back to number 2, guys. Number 4, guys. Is when you go through something. You're going through a heartbreak. Heartbreaks can increase your confidence. You know what I'm saying? It can either break you or make you. It's up to you. But it made me, guys. All right? You know what I'm saying? I ain't let nothing hold me back. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it ain't no woman out there that will that can meet my standards. I don't feel like it ain't no woman out there. You know what I'm saying? Because if one woman won't do it for me, another woman will. So that's how I look at life, guys. All right, that's how you gotta look at life. Another sign that you lack self-love. You always need attention, guys. This is another sign that you lack self-love, guys. Hi, handsome. How are you? I'm doing good. How about you? Got another woman in the chat, man. That's what I'm talking about. We got more women in the chat, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you for being in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. I gotta kind of see who this is, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Look like a pretty black woman. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at. Or it could be a black girl. Excuse me. If you a girl, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Barrio. See, we got the black women that they connecting with each other. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Number 5, you need too much attention. All right, this is a lack of self-love, guys. All right, when you looking for too much attention, this is a lack of self-love. Maybe you're not getting attention from your dad or your mom at home, right? And when you get out in public, you real loud. You know what I'm saying? To try to get everybody attention. You know what I'm saying? Or you need everybody to be on your side. You always need validation. You know what I'm saying? When you always need validation from somebody else, you know what I'm saying? This is a lack of self-love. You know what I'm saying? You feel like when it comes down to new people in your life, you feel like you got to do something for them, or you got to buy them to try to get them to validate you, because you're afraid that they're going to go around talking about you. So you're going to go all out your way to do a whole bunch of stuff for them. That's a lack of self-love. You know what I'm saying? A person supposed to like you for who you is. You know what I'm saying? Not for what you can do. You know what I'm saying? What you can do as far as materialistically, that's all temporary. You know what I'm saying? So you guys gotta understand that. When you always need attention, you know what I'm saying? This is a lack of self-love, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when to shut that internet down. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when to stop posting. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cut the likes off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love yourself internally. See, when a lot of people don't love themselves internally, they look for external validation. They look for attention that's outside of them. They're not looking for attention that's inside of them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fill your own void in your life. You know, through God. You know, through God. God can fill that void in your life. You know what I'm saying? So you guys gotta understand that, man. Number 6, guys, another sign of lack of self-love. You hide your true self from others. This is a lack of self-love, guys. When you hide your true self from others, guys, you lacking self-love, y'all. This is a fact. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit up and lie. When I was a kid, I used to lack self-love. Like when I used to be around females, like when I was like in middle school, you know what I'm saying? And even my early years, like early years in high school, like 9th grade, like it was some females I used to like. When I used to get around them, I used to like not be myself. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like I had to be something who I wasn't. I always felt like I had to be Mr. Nice Guy. You know, I wasn't really truly being myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I lacked in self-love. You know what I'm saying? And maybe some of you females can attest to this too. You getting around certain guys, and it's hard for you to be yourself. You know, when you get around certain guys, because it's a lack of self-love. You know what I'm saying? When you love yourself internally, you don't care what people think about you. You just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard for people to read you, to really know who you is when you're not being yourself. So it's like you might, to them, come off as fake. You know what I'm saying? Because you being too nice or whatever the case is. But guys, man, when you lack self-love, you hide your true self from other people. You know what I'm saying? Let's say if you're a female, right, and you dancing to a song, right, and then you see a guy walk past you, whatever, and then you stop because he walked past you. Like a woman that truly loves herself, if she dancing to a song, she gonna just keep dancing. She don't care who walking past her or not, or she gonna keep singing. She don't care what guy stumble upon her or not. She gonna just be herself, right? And the same thing with guys. If a guy, let's say if he rapping in the street, or he dancing in the street, he see a beautiful woman come by, he not gonna stop doing it because she came by. He gonna just be himself and keep doing it, right? Cause that's what That's his purpose. That's what's making him happy. Right? I like being around people who I can be myself with. Exactly, Kiki. I think a lot of people like doing that. All right, guys? But this is a sign that you lack self-love. Number 7, you let others influence you. This is another sign that you lack self-love. When you allowing other people to influence you, guys, this is a lack of self-love. It's like you too easily to be manipulated. Like you just believe anything that come out of somebody's mouth. You know what I'm saying? You don't do your own research or none of that. You just automatically believe them. Guys, it's a lack of self-love. You know, it's like people telling you to try something, right? Let's say you're at a party, right, and you know you don't drink, right? And then other people in the party drinking, you afraid to tell them, no, I don't drink. You start drinking because you see them drinking. Or you start smoking because you see them smoking. See, that's a lack of self-love. Like me personally, I don't smoke and drink. So I don't mind telling people, look, hey, I'm going to have fun with y'all. I'm going to turn up with y'all. I'm going to dance and all this type of stuff in the party. But I don't smoke and drink. I'm not afraid to say that. See, that's when you love yourself. Because you're being yourself. You're not trying to you're not trying to make other people happy. You're not looking for that validation that's outside of you. You know what I'm saying? You validate yourself enough internally to allow them to know, look, hey, I got limits. All right, guys? Number 8, guys, another sign that you lack self-love. You put yourself down. This is a lack of self-love, guys, when you're putting yourself down. You know, a lot of people, they do this. They put themselves down. You know what I'm saying? When they make a mistake, you know, and sometimes we all catch ourselves doing this, but when you put yourself down a lot, that's a lack of self-love. You feel like you can't win. You're afraid to give it another try. You know how long I've been giving YouTube another try? I gave YouTube, I done gave YouTube another try over 1,400 videos. And I'm still trying. Because I love myself. I know for a fact that my time is going to come. If I keep it going, guys. I'm not for everyone, and I'm cool with that. Exactly. Right. But when you put yourself down, it's a lack of self-love. Now, I said you got to start saying positive affirmations when you get up in the morning. Yeah, I love myself. Yeah, I can be the best I can be. Yeah, I'm going to be who I am. No, I don't care about no, I don't care about what other people think about me. You got to say these affirmations. All right, guys? Number 9, guys. You blame others for your mistakes. This is another sign of lack of self-love. When you blaming other people for your mistakes, you know, you gaslight, you blame shift. This is a lack of self-love. Because that's a person that got low self-esteem. If you got to blame other people for the mistakes that you're making, you have low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to correct yourself. Right? When you love yourself, you correct yourself so it can boost up your confidence. And once you correct yourself and you admit that you got a problem, and you admit that you was wrong, you know, it shapes and molds you to become a better person. But when you want to stay low vibrational and you got low self-esteem, you don't do that. You don't admit when you're wrong. You don't admit that you have a problem. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going to hold you back, right? It's going to hold you back spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Because that's acclimated to dark psychology when you are blaming other people for your mistakes. You know what I'm saying? It's not acclimated to the Most High, right? But when you stop blaming people for your mistakes and you correct yourself, that means that you loving yourself, right? This is how you grow, guys. You can't grow by blaming other people. Stop blame shifting. Stop trying to manipulate other people and work on yourself. All right, guys? Number 10, you edit yourself too much. Now, it's the men out here that do this. They edit themselves too much. You know what I'm saying? It's some men out here that's doing that. You know, you see a guy, I'm going to tell you when a guy got low self-esteem and he lacks self-love. You see a guy with a whole bunch of chains on, whole bunch of bracelets and watches on. He lacks self-love. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to excuse that. You know what I'm saying? Because I got other people in this also. But anyway, if a guy got a whole bunch of chains on and a whole bunch of bracelets and watches on, he lacking self-love. You know what I'm saying? He don't truly love himself. He's very, very insecure. You know what I'm saying? Because he feel like he got to use that to impress women. He feel like he got to use that to get women, right? When a man like me, I just come in, I can just, be myself around a woman. I don't got to do too much or try to act like I'm super tough. I just be myself, right? A lot of these street dudes, they lack self-love. You know what I'm saying? They always got to talk about how they done sold dope, how tough they is. They gotta act like a tough guy when they get around women. They lack self-love, right? They lack they insecure. But a man that's secure with himself, he don't gotta act like a tough guy around women, because he already know that what he'll do, and he already know that what he'll not do, because he's secure with himself internally. See, but these street dudes, a lot of them, they lack self-love. You know what I'm saying? They very, very insecure. They always gotta talk this tough guy stuff. I did this to this man one time. I did that. They always gotta talk this violent type stuff right when they get around women. They lack self-love, so don't get it confused, all right, guys? But this is a sign that a man is lacking self-love. Now, when it comes down to the women, BBLs, that's a lack of self-love. Because you got to use BBLs to get men's attention. You know what I'm saying? You got to use makeup to get men's attention. You got to use eyelashes to get men's attention. That's all lack of self-love. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of you women, y'all don't, right, that's clown activity. Facts. A lot of you women, y'all don't understand where makeup come from. Y'all don't even understand where makeup come from. Makeup come from the fallen angels. The demonic fallen angels. They taught humans certain things. You gotta look. It's in the it's Book of Enoch talk about the fallen angels. Y'all gotta read. Y'all gotta do some research. You know what I'm saying? Because it all works it all works as energy and it's symbiotic connection. A lot of y'all women, y'all taking on that fallen angel spirit when it comes down to lacking self-love. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta edit yourself too much. You know what I'm saying? Makeup, eyelashes, BBLs to get men's attention, breast, implants, all this stuff to get men's attention. That's deception. You trying to deceive someone. That's connected to the fallen angels teaching. The makeup. You know what I'm saying? You trying to hide who you truly is. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't truly love yourself, right? But a woman, she's comfortable in her own skin. A woman of God, she's comfortable in her own skin. She don't need makeup and all this stuff on. Because she know for a fact that she's not trying to deceive a man, right? She's trying to keep a man, not trying to deceive a man. All right, guys? So I hope you guys come out of this video. I hope it helped you out and encouraged you some sort of way. It's coming. I'm out, y'all.